Fun and funny.
Hey,
What do we say now?
Not hey every. No, it's not hey
Hmm.
everybody because that's like, it's like specific. Hey, what's? It's been a little bit since we did one.
Yeah, so how do we start it?
There's a
You
thing,
want us
right?
to?
Oh, wait, is it?
No.
No, you're not even here yet.
Oh,
what?
okay.
It's not hey everybody.
Hey,
Like-
y'all.
Because I remember we
Oh,
threw that
y'all.
out.
Y'all.
We threw that out.
Let me try. Hey y'all. No.
That doesn't sound
Hey
like
y'all.
you.
Hey y'all. Or is it just maybe
That's
the
better.
inflection? Hey y'all. I mean, that could be it. We could.
I don't
do
think it's
that.
it though. I don't think that is it.
But I'm saying like, just starting now. I mean, if we just want to
Do you want this to? Do we want to enter the Hey Y'all era?
It feels like it's been long enough that it could be a new thing, and if we can't think of what the what's hey dude, hey y'all, that's cool.
I mean, it's pretty cool
That
to
kicks
me.
ass. That's actually cool. Hey y'all.
As good a time as any to workshop it too.
Yeah, actually,
really.
the guest gets. Actually, I do remember this. It's been a minute since we've done one, but I do remember that the guest doesn't talk until they get introduced. I remember that.
He remembers
So-
that. It got brought up
Yeah.
a lot.
You got a
And
lot,
actually,
got a lot
oh,
of
gosh.
pushovers on your show, huh?
Oh.
And I felt like we were really going there. I felt like I was going to go into the next thing really like naturally, and then
Uh-huh.
it got interrupted, and now I don't know. Like we said, we would go like,
Right.
hey y'all. They'll probably say something like, "This is our pod. This is the Matt F. Basler podcast. You guys are you're the co-hosts. Dylan, Courtney
Yeah.
are but not."
And then we'd say hi, and then we'd say hi.
And then you'd say hi.
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 But you're not the co-hosts. It's like, it was something funny. That was like a thing we did.
There was like a thing.
There's like a joke about it.
Like we were, like was one of us an evil co-host or something?
Oh, that's funny. The Cans
Like
for
I'm-
Days can that won't quit. I remember that, but I don't
And
remember who
I'm
it
twisting
was.
my mustache over here because I'm evil.
Gross.
That's funny. That's kind of funny, though. Like, one of them's evil. So, hey, y'all. Welcome to the Matt F. Bosler's podcast. I'm here with my two co-hosts. One's evil, but we don't know which one. Is that it?
It
Sounds
seems like it
familiar.
would obviously be me if I'm twisting my mustache all the time.
Oh. But Courtney could twist her mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing it.
She's doing
And
it.
you look evil as hell.
Then we do as a guest. We do have a guest or guests, I
Mhm.
guess.
Right.
Collectively, a guest is guests. And you guys, have done this before.
I think so.
It's been a minute, man. We
Mm.
hit the new year and we just went bye, see ya,
Yeah.
And so
Why?
Now we're 4 months in, and
now we're back.
Ooh.
Jake, it seems as if you haven't been on Zoom in a while. Now, is this a thing? This is.
I think he's doing a thing. I think he's doing a
Doing
thing where he pretends that his audio's cut out. Yes.
Now, so
What do you mean?
well, I see that you're doing little hand gestures to make animations play.
How that? I didn't do that.
What?
What?
I swear on my life. I did this to tell you that we have been on 2 episodes.
Oh,
And I didn't want to audibly tell you guys so you could get there on your own and the listener
And
would
then
have
the
never known.
balloons happened?
And then the balloons did it on their own. I swear on my life.
Is that what did it though?
Oh my god!
Oh,
I thought
I don't
thought it's
believe
just-
you. Are you?
No,
Is this
he's
a
doing
bet?
something
he's
different.
fucking
Right. I bet I'll
Look at my
I'll get him
hands.
to.
Look at his hands. Look at his hands.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know, buddy.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. I felt like we were getting pretty good at this, doing a podcast, really running this thing, and now it's already someone's doing visual jokes.
Right. We
Uh,
could keep this stuff at bay.
Whoa, confetti.
see,
I just want it to happen once for me.
It's so
Yeah, but
crazy. I have
it's-
no idea.
it's crazy too because this comes mere minutes after you said, "Are we recording the video?" And I said, "No."
It doesn't make it
So-
less compelling to us now in real time.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, no, sure.
You know?
Me like bees. And you guys have been here twice, you said? Or you didn't say.
Yes.
You held up fingers and made balloons.
We've done this twice. One time you ridiculed us for not returning a message from 6 years prior.
That's funny.
I wonder
was
what,
very
what
funny.
was the message about? Do you remember?
Yeah, I know exactly. He said, "Hey guys, this is Matt F. Basler from St. Louis coming through Joplin at such and such a date. Could you help get me a show?" And we didn't respond. And so 6 years later, first question on the podcast was, "So can you guys get me a show?" He
Before
recounts
we
the whole
even
thing
knew
to
him.
us. We didn't
Really,
even know him.
really, I think
That's
it's technically probably the same podcast, but it was just Matt. I mean, I think actually I remember listening to it last year with my wife, and I think you mentioned that you had other hosts and they just weren't there. So it's possible that,
Oh.
Oh.
and
Could have been.
we had
sounds
no
right.
idea what to expect. We just assumed you were lying or joking. So
Oh, well, that first time also, we got there in the afternoon, which is probably why. Because it was like
Lies
before
and
the show.
jokes, you know? What's a lie? What's a joke? Who
Who
could say?
knows?
I think
Who
I remember
knows?
that.
I think it's all making sense to me, yes.
Do you guys ever watch like The Mask and go, "Wow, man, I'm sick of all these lies"?
What?
Like
Is that
you're watching.
Is that
Ace
the Mask?
Ventura.
Liar, liar. Okay, like
Well, liar, liar.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
maybe. Okay, actually, maybe liar, liar has less lies than, unless they really front load it.
yeah.
He can't
He
lie,
can't
right?
lie.
That's a whole thing.
Oh yeah. I just realized the premise of liar. I didn't think about that. That's my bad. I
So
should've
as
thought
far
about
as movies with lies in it, that's probably pretty low.
Probably low on the list.
This can't be what our podcast used to be.
It doesn't sound right. I don't.
I gotta
like
tell
it.
you, this is how I remember it for sure. So
No
I mean,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah, this is pretty much it. Yeah, you guys going, ah, that's pretty much it. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Huh.
That's pretty much
Well,
it.
did we like? Do we do?
Well, you ridicule us usually more.
You guys-
so you
well,
can
Okay,
start that.
well.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're dumb. You're stupid or something. Or I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. It's just really hard to get. I thought we could put it down for a second and just get right back into it. I'm really having a hard time. It's
Well,
like,
thanks.
is
We're
there-
very honored to be the first guest back. This is
Yeah.
gonna
Well,
be great.
I figured I kind of knew you guys. I'd be like a softball, you know, that I would fall right back in. Let
I don't
me
think
look
we've
it
done a
up.
podcast post tour together though, so our relationship has changed a lot.
You
Oh,
probably
yes.
like us more now. Maybe.
That's probably true.
Here's the about part section on the Spotify page. Hello, I'm Matt F. Basler, and this is my podcast. I'm trying my best to do interviews. And
that tracks.
That's
That
what
tracks,
you
yeah.
wrote.
I guess.
His
I mean, that's what's
publicist
there.
wrote it.
You could try interviewing us.
That's not. Yeah, it doesn't feel that helpful, but I guess I'll
You
do
have left
that. So-
yourself. Dan Brown would not be able to write a book about your life.
Right. You should introduce yourselves. That's probably good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm Luke Schaefer. I'm the head singer in Me Like Bees. And the other person is Jake. I'm going to introduce him. He didn't ask for this. He's giving us, but he also plays in Me Like Bees. He sings and plays bass, and we're also friends that play D&D together. So
Oh.
Whoa.
well, let's keep it to one. I don't want to confuse the audience. Okay. So do
okay,
you guys,
we're in a band together.
Well,
Yeah.
no, hold on. Do you want to deal with the band stuff or the D&D stuff? And let's just pick a lane right now.
I pick Kramer.
If you think that I can't talk about D&D for 2 hours, you're sorely mistaken.
I'm asking you to pick one, so I don't know why you would think that means I don't think you can talk about one. Why would I give you an option if I thought you didn't know anything about it?
I love that Jake's doing the thing right now. It's so good. You're moving slightly, Jake. I'm sorry to tell you.
It's my eyes. It was hard.
Yeah, well, your shoulder, you've got too much reference in the background.
There's a setting to blur the background, and maybe we would.
That would help, I think.
And let me explain for the dear listener. That's what we said.
That's it.
That's what we
Listener,
said.
Yeah.
You would say, dear listener.
Yes. Anyway, let me explain for dear listener what it is that Jake is doing. If you've ever been on a Zoom call, oh boy, 2020, you know what I mean? Weren't we all? And what Jake is doing is, we can see him, right? And he's moving around, he's bopping around, and then he stands stock still, and we all go, oh no, what? Oh, did his internet
Frozen?
freeze up or something? And then he would get the biggest
Right.
laugh when he's like, well, I think it hasn't worked yet,
Well.
but I think if it works, we're gonna get the biggest laugh. And did we want to talk about the band or D&D? And let's just pick a lane.
Hey, just real quick. Hey, Jake, is your outgoing voicemail message you going, hello? 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 I'm just kidding. I got you. Leave a message. Is that your
No.
outgoing voicemail?
No.
You seem like the type.
Yeah.
No.
Why don't you give him a call and see what it is, actually?
Okay, sure.
You may as well give him a call. Jake, I swear if you answer, you're like, hello.
Dylan said okay, but is he doing it?
No, I don't have his number.
I don't think so.
Okay.
He was saying the
Well,
royal we. Let's do it.
I'll do it. I got his number. Let's just give him a call here. Okay. It's ringing.
On my watch,
Everywhere.
my phone, and my iPad,
Oh my
and my
God.
computer.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is J Thrill. When you hear the tone, you know what to do. Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
That's it.
Hey Jake, this
What's
is
crazy
Matt.
is
We're well, 1 second. We're just talking to you on the podcast, and Dylan was asking if your voicemail voicemail message, what do you call that? Your voice
Outgoing.
Hey, what's up?
outgoing message sound like, and so it sounded like, sorry, and so we just wanted to call it and find out, and so anyway, don't worry about calling me back, and thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.
That was Jake. I was just calling him. Give him a call.
That's cool. So what's
And-
Now I
that?
will say, Dylan, to your point, most people still will leave a message being like, "Hello, hello." Like they still think that that's me for some reason.
That's how
I
you
don't know
answer
why.
the phone.
They just so, like they're like, "Hello." I'm like,
Is it
why do
because
people
that's-
think that?
Do you answer
Crazy.
the phone?
Do you answer the phone like that?
I don't answer the phone. It's easier that way.
So you do
Same.
answer the phone every time. For all they know, that's how you answer the phone.
So true. Yeah, it was just me and my buddy in college. That was probably 12 years ago, and I don't really care enough to change it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. But I'm like, me and Cameron, man, we had a time. So
I would
we
be
did
sad
that.
if you
Thought it was
changed
funny.
it. I would absolutely be sad if you did. Yeah, that'd feel weird. That'd feel wrong. The band. Let's go with the band. I make a
Okay.
decision.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
And so I'm trying my best to do interviews. I guess that's like the whole thing of the show. What's going on with your band?
Not much. What's up with yours?
I don't know. Just kind of I'm practicing every week, I
Oh,
guess. you know.
same. Oh wow.
Yeah?
Us too. We do that.
Cool. That's awesome.
How often do you get together for practice and instead of practicing, talk about everything else that you have to do as a band? Instead?
Oh gosh, and isn't that the thing? It's like what are we paperwork pushers, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
move. Hey Dylan, move the spreadsheet around. I thought we were supposed to be rocking out
Supposed to be like this.
like this, and for a dear listener, we're it's like
Let me
it's kinda
try.
like that's it. You're
Oh my God! What is happening?
Now,
Why do you get all the cool stuff? Is there a
Jake-
setting?
Crazy.
Jake's screen just went like this.
You did that. You knew that was gonna happen.
You
knew.
You knew that was
it.
gonna
I
happen.
You
swear.
You installed something. You did something.
You
yes,
know
you did.
that's not true. I had
You
to
gotta focus.
update my Zoom app. I had to create an account for this, like
What is
20
happening?
minutes ago.
You
Oh,
guys
maybe-
have to-
Maybe we all used Zoom during the pandemic and turned all that stuff off.
Maybe. I'm looking through my settings. I want more in life. I
Oh, that's
want
gotta
what
be
Jake
one.
has.
Thumbs up gotta be one. Thumbs up gotta be. Your skin is the same color as your
Oh
wall.
wow.
And-
This is touch
Oh,
up my
my God.
appearance.
This is
Wow.
Man,
Guys, I'm touching. Do you guys see my face changing? I'm touching up my
Wow.
appearance in
You
real
look
time.
Great.
You look so good.
Yeah, wow. The
This-
zit's
What is
gone.
happening?
Oh my God.
The zit's gone.
Podcasts were meant for right here.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. I'm not gonna use
Actually,
that setting. That's super weird.
The zit gets worse, I think.
Oh, it gets accentuated.
It
Yeah.
gets enhanced.
Let's
as
see.
well.
Yeah, it's like, there it is. My other blemishes are sort of blending it right now. I don't see. Oh, background effects. Here it is. Video
I mean,
filters.
it's probably not something we really need to worry about too much.
Sure it is.
You know, I don't-
Sure it is. Sure it is.
Oh, he got. No, never mind. Don't worry. He did get it. So.
Well,
Luke, go ahead.
I'll
Do you
figure
wanna
it out.
try
I'll figure it
one?
out. No, I didn't
Alright.
figure it out. I didn't actually. I got out. You made me feel weird about it, so now I'm out. We can
Well.
talk about music or whatever. Oh my god.
Do you ever? Sometimes I'll listen to interviews with bands, you know, and someone will ask these questions like, "How did you guys meet?" And they'll start to answer it, and I'll think, I couldn't care less.
yes.
It's usually not a very compelling story. Usually when people meet, it's not like
Right.
it's not remarkable. Oh, I was at a friend's house and he was there.
We went to school together.
Right. Work together.
So, I don't have any other questions, so I am going to ask that. And would you guys just make something up that's really cool, please?
Yeah. What's a cool version of what that would be?
So,
So-
I was just interested. How did you guys?
Did you want us to answer the question or?
I'm going to ask it. I'm about to
okay,
ask.
okay,
it.
okay.
And
Okay,
action.
great.
So how did you guys meet?
Jake, we had a drummer that was going to fill in for us, and then that guy he couldn't go on tour, and so Jake was living in St. Louis at the time, and so I called him and was like, hey, can you play drums for us for this tour? It was right after the pandemic, and he was like, yeah, absolutely. And so he came down and practiced a lot, and so yeah, that's kind of how we met.
It was not worth it.
Wow. Wow. That's
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Remarkable.
And
I
now
have
I
a
play
really-
bass.
He sounds like a good
Oh,
guy.
He does sound like a pretty good guy.
what a friend. I have a that's actually crazy. I have a really similar story to that. To how I
Well,
met.
Awesome.
Well, when we have you on our podcast, we'd love to ask you about it.
Yeah, we
Sure.
don't want to hear about it now, but
Yeah,
we would love to
now
talk
it's probably
about
not
it
the
on our
time.
show.
Save
Yeah,
it-
when
save it for the pod, I bet.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
don't want to ruin all the material in advance.
yeah. This is yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you said I did you told me about the first. Do you remember what we talked about on the second one? Just so we don't retread it. You know, I don't want to go back over. It's probably
The second one was during the pandemic, in like knee deep where nobody was doing anything, and so
That's
we
how I
had
was able to
nothing. We had
you
nothing to
guys.
talk about. We had
Sure.
nothing to talk about.
yeah, and it kind of feels like this is sort of a repeat of that, right?
Similar
Like,
vibe for sure. I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
Mm.
It's like a struggle, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
This is
really-
painful.
Mhm.
And I'm sure it's the same for dear listener. And it's look, this is on me. I'm out of practice. I haven't. You know what? Let me. Good questions to ask.
Nope.
on-
We must
Nope.
have
You did
answered-
this the
asked
first
these already.
episode. You did this the first episode.
You did. I'm sorry. He's right. You
I did
actually,
this.
You
Yes.
Good questions to ask bands. You did it already.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Now I mean, they were weird.
Oh, you know what, Matt? Go to the second.
Second page.
one.
Second
Bing.
page. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Second page
All
of
right.
Bing. People.
I'm gonna
people-
Google. good answers.
Do you know
or
that
answer
Bing? Do you know, Luke,
questions.
that Bing will give you rewards, and then you can turn those in for excellent. I don't even know if we call them prizes. It's rewards for your efforts. Did you know that?
I'm learning it now.
Yeah,
That's great.
right now I have 7,799 Microsoft points. And let
What are
me.
you gonna do with all those?
I'm gonna get I can get an Amazon gift card right now. It's only 5,250 points for a $5 gift card.
Wait,
So,
why isn't it 5,000 points?
because it's what do you mean? It's 5,250. Why isn't it? I don't know. Why isn't it 5,253?
Weird denominations for sure.
Because a lot of the times, there will be a correlation between the dollar value and the point value.
Okay.
I like that it's more points.
Okay, so hang on.
that.
What's the next up Amazon
What's a
card you
ten?
can
What's
get?
a $10? $10
Yeah.
gift card. That's 10,500 points.
Ah,
Yeah.
So wait, what was
Hate
the other
that.
one? 5,000.
250.
5,250.
So it's double. So it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
there's no benefit to getting the
Correct.
10.
Correct.
Interesting.
So at that point, I feel like they should just make, if it's not some weird scale, if it is proportional to the amount of money.
Do you guys need us to be here?
The difference between the $5 and the
think
$10 one is
so.
$5 and
was that?
also
Was that-
5,000 points. No, 5,000. Never mind.
This is from sweetfishmedia.com. I don't think I've ever used this. I don't remember this. So this is
Okay.
good.
Who are these ladies?
There's ladies on here, and
we
they're
would
having
have talked about the
podcast.
ladies had it
Oh,
happen
we would have talked about those
before.
ladies for
I
sure.
would have said something funny like a lady podcast. Yeah, right. Or I don't know,
Yeah.
something like that.
That's fun.
If you're like us, you're always looking for a new podcast interview question that uncover
That's us. That's us.
noteworthy answers. You owe it to your listeners to reveal unique povs or povs. It's all caps though, and
Pov.
advice from your guests. Okay, all right. Here we go. Oh wait. Profession specific. What do you wish everybody understood about your job?
Our time is very valuable.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm.
Like it's like, hey, tell us when load in is or something is what you mean probably by that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got some how to make a great impression at a job interview.
What do you do?
My bad.
You're looking.
I was looking for how to answer questions. Since you were trying to figure out prepare beforehand. Nope. Look the part. Do I look the part of? Do I look the part?
Mm-hmm.
When you got that filter going, I think.
Of
I
a
think throw it back
podcast
on.
guest.
Throw it back on. Be mindful of body language. Oh, I need better posture, probably.
Oh, like do a thumbs up, get some fireworks popping off in the background.
Be yourself.
Very effective.
Never. Am I right?
Uh-huh.
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
Uh-huh.
Your Instagram, right?
I'm aware of
You
it.
got one?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you guys going around being so mean to all these coffee shops?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? Now, hold on. Here's the thing. The band's not. You know what
Well.
I mean?
I
The
seen
band's
two of
not.
you. I seen two of you go to these little mom and pop shops, little old man and his little old man and his kids. They're running the shop. They're saying
Hand cranking the churn or
grinder,
whatever.
they say, well, grandpa's sick, so we just got to sell as much coffee as we can. Jake come in here, go, Lamasco coffee, 2 out of 10.
I don't think he gave it 2 out of 10.
I think he only gave 2s out of 10s.
I don't think so. I think he gave like a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10 or something.
Wow.
You know.
50%.
Well,
Tell me
they
about
should have
that,
tried
Jake.
better,
Tell me about that, Jake.
I think a big thing that I am interested in is uh, people being like genuine, and like part of that is like if you're going to go into an establishment, you can't just be like, that was awesome because we're on the internet and it was awesome. Like that's dumb. So, um, yeah. And I think, over the course of, that, those, those things, it was interesting. I think, the hard part for us is like finding things like that we want to do. But we go to a coffee shop in every city anyway. So that felt very natural to us. We all drink coffee at least 2 or 3 times a day. So that felt very natural, and it felt like something that we knew that we could talk about. And that's just, we're not going to be a band that's like, we went to the Starbucks inside Target, 10 out of 10.
Ooh.
It's like, okay, well,
Yum.
yeah, right. So and yeah, I think part of that is people want to know, unfiltered type, what did you actually think? Instead of like, the vibe was super great. I love the aesthetic. The coffee was so good. And actually, everyone was really friendly when it was a black and white coffee shop with straight lines and it looked like a hospital. The barista never said anything to you and never smiled. And your black coffee was $4.75 without a tip. It's like, okay, why are you doing this if you're not going to actually like, anyway. So that was about that.
You're the bad boy of coffee reviews. That's
Oh,
what it
yeah.
is.
You're the
That's
bad
what
boy
it is.
of coffee
This guy's
review.
the
That's
real,
what it
And
is.
the
I
real
guess
He tells it
dirt.
like
I
it
guess
is.
the
This
thing
guy's
that
the
I really
real-
hate is like we live in a world where 6 out of 10 is, bad boy of coffee reviews, so
There's going to be a barista with a rat in his head that's going to give you a coffee that is going to blow your mind one of these days.
the problem is we actually did have we had some really good coffee the latter part of the tour,
That is a
but the
problem.
coffee reviews well, the problem was the coffee reviews were our merch guy, and he did what every person says is, it's so easy, just do it, man, you guys could blow up, it's great, and then he does 3 and doesn't feel like doing them anymore because they're getting 200 views and stops. So but we would still film them. He
We
was like,
definitely
we'll
did.
film
I
them.
did a whole.
So,
He made me walk into the same place like 5 times. He's like, it just looked weird. You opened the door weird.
Do
I
you
don't know
think
how
that maybe that's something that you just do? Open doors?
I
on?
opened doors.
Yeah, how do you
weird.
open them?
It just
What?
Oh, okay. All right.
6 out of
I've
10.
never seen anything
Yikes.
like that.
Yeah, that's a 6 out of 10.
That's a 6 out of 10.
Whoa.
These are
I
the
don't,
bad
I don't
boy of
shrug
door
after. I don't shrug after. I just open it and then I walk in. I guess there's a cool guy
I guess
way to
it's
do it.
better if you don't shrug after. I thought that you always shrug.
No, the
after.
shrug was like that was to you guys,
Look,
not
I
what I
I've
do
gone
after
into
I open
buildings
doors.
with you, and the way you open a door and then look around to be like, did I do it okay? is weird.
I don't think it's
It
that
can also
weird.
be misconstrued as, does anyone here know I'm a head singer of an indie rock band? That could be it too.
Yeah.
Do they?
I mean, because you
Do
Yeah.
they?
it's
Do
what your
they?
shirt says. Well, give me a 10 out of 10. What's a 10 out of 10? Well, or has there been? Is this a mythical ideal that can't be achieved in coffee?
They call that the God shot. So when you have a shot of espresso or a latte or a black coffee that you literally in your brain will never be attainable again. I would say on tour there was probably a 9. Yeah.
And merch guy said, nah. Sorry.
I had a really good cup of coffee in Olympia, Washington. It was phenomenal. And
First Starbucks.
First
Yeah, I
first
was
Starbucks
like-
you ever been to?
Uh,
Everybody's
no.
first Starbucks is their favorite. So
I don't remember the name of the place, but it was good. It was really good.
White Swan. That's mine.
Mine too.
That's the kind of content you like to see, Just it was good. I had a good cup of coffee. I mean,
Evansville, Indiana, White Swan, best cup of Joe I ever had. It's
Wow.
closed.
is that
It's
real?
closed.
Oh.
Don't
It
worry
is
about
real.
it. Don't try.
I had
So-
it too. It was very good. I had a different
is
thing.
real
Still the
good.
best thing I've ever had. 10 out of 10,
Then-
definitely.
Then they opened up
No.
in a Gumtree club, and it was called
Gumtree.
And we still went there.
Yeah,
No, we
it
did
was
go.
called it was called Lawman Tactical Coffee. Then the owner, I guess they invited him into the Gumtree Club,
It's into the country club.
and when the shooting range was next door to the coffee shop. So when you sat down
Well,
to have a
not next door like a house is next door to another house. Next door like your
Right.
bedroom might be next door to another bedroom.
yes.
Oh,
One
was
wall
So you're trying to
between
drink, like, kind of like maybe jump a little bit.
yes.
Spill your
Oh, you
coffee
can
all over
hear
you.
it.
For sure.
Ooh.
So the ambiance when they moved was worse, I think.
Not my
And-
bag, not my thing.
And you know what? I'm going to say it. Jake has given me the strength. He's given me the courage to say Lawman Tactical Ambiance 1 out of 10.
Definitely.
The worst.
I will say I would never give a 1 out of 10. Maybe this is a little too late, but I would never give a 1 out of 10 to people with a lot of guns.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not
okay.
something I would
What's their
do.
overall score?
Well,
What's their
it-
overall score then?
Does it help that we're giving it a 1 because we can't give it 0 stars?
Oh, yeah.
You make the
Guess you'd
rules.
have
It's
to
your
ask them.
scale. Why aren't you giving it 0? It's your scale.
We can't.
Well,
we
but
All
can't.
I'm saying is
I wish we could, but we can't.
We leave that so in the written review we can say, wish I could give it 0 stars.
right. Yeah.
the-
I just next time you go in, can I get a double shot?
Ooh.
So actually, there was a restaurant in the Gumtree Club as
Oh,
well.
Yeah,
yeah.
live rounds.
And their pizzas were called live rounds.
Oh,
No.
they come out screaming. Come out of the oven screaming.
Yeah.
We got a live
Yeah.
round out here.
French fries were called like put a gun on the body or something. I
Right.
don't remember,
But
but
then, as you got down the menu, the chicken sandwich was just called chicken sandwich. Like they ran out of stuff.
yeah, it sucked. The place and you know what? It was fluorescent lighting. It was a bummer. But that's closed too now. So
But I had
Mhm.
some sort of a blood
Shocking.
orange honey some situation they gave me there that I would have never ordered, and it was still so good.
so good. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
You're presented with you receive a god shot. But but one wall away. Holy shit, it's a war zone. And you're under fluorescent lighting. And there's like you can smell like the plastic of freshly made bulletproof vests or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, there was a kneeler and a prayer station in there.
That's true. How,
Wow.
how does that affect I mean, is your rating of a coffee shop? We're not. The final rating is not for the coffee, correct? It's for the entire everything mixed together.
Experience.
For me,
I think
it was the experience, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10 if it was
Cool.
that good.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
That's reasonable. You're a reasonable man. That's what I say about Luke. Henry.
All the time.
That's what I
All the
always say.
time.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah.
I say he's a reasonable man. Because people
does.
like when they're talking shit on you, I'll say, hey.
Mhm.
He's a reasonable man.
Do you
So-
who? Hold on, real quick.
Not
Yeah.
really that important, I wouldn't think. But what is it?
Who talks shit on me?
Who do you think?
On us? Did you say, or on you?
Is it- Is it Jen? Is Jen talking shit on me? Is
Yeah.
she?
Sure. Not.
She
but
is?
Can I confirm that you said you or us?
Me.
You okay, yes.
You
Yeah,
said
sure.
that's what I say
Oh
when people.
yeah.
I know, but then I thought you said who talks shit on us, and if it was who talks shit on us, me like bees collectively, I would say nobody. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
If you said who talks shit on me,
I'm
I, Luke, I would say, how long you got, buddy?
Yeah. You got a while?
But
Give
then
me your
I
top 3, I guess. I don't know. Just like give me their addresses or whatever.
In Matt's autocorrect, when he types in he's, it says a reasonable man after because of
Yeah,
how
yeah,
often he has to say it to people.
Yeah. And I don't agree with them. I think you just come off poorly. Like first, second, third time someone meet, you know what I mean? Like until they've been in a van with you for hours and
Yeah.
hours.
You give a bad
Yeah.
first impression.
And like
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
third.
That's what I've
That is
been told.
not true. That's
That's
the
what I've been
opposite.
told. That's what I've been told. Is I'm a difficult man to be
Not
around
true.
Oh yeah.
at first.
But you are reasonable.
Now, Jake, you just
Eventually.
said you're sick of living in a world where people aren't more honest and blunt, and here you are, just because
Defending something defenseless.
Luke is the
You know.
the front man, and you got to have him. You got to have his he has to be confident up there.
Give me just one example of someone who is. Give me like a specific example of something someone has said about me.
I got one.
Oh,
we go.
Well,
Here we
by all
go.
means.
Wow, I guess I guess we all have that locked and loaded, huh? Okay.
The floor is
cool.
open.
Cool. This is great.
Do you want those extra van keys? Oh yeah, Luke said he would send them to me.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, do you want me to send them to you? Well, Luke said he would send them to me. Right. So do you want me to send them to you? No. Luke said he would send them to me.
This is familiar.
Okay.
Mhm.
This is familiar to me.
They must have got lost in the mail or something. Probably.
Still haven't sent them?
Oh, I
I don't
think
have 'em.
I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have.
Well, here's the thing. Don't worry about it.
Crazy.
I went down to old Clement's lock and I made some extra keys. So don't worry about that. Man, and here I am calling him a reasonable guy.
Oh, that's true.
You've been supposed to not very reasonable to not send someone.
What's crazy is what would you give Smithsonian's lock or what Kressler's lock or whatever you just called it? What would you give that out of 10?
I mean, I guess a 10. I guess a 10. I don't know what I want out of a locksmith other than keys that work, and they do.
But what if
Perfect.
what if they were charging you $18 a key?
I would say overpriced. Let's say
And
overpriced.
the rating would go down.
It would certainly go down. It's very close. I can walk there, and that's that. Well, is convenience for me? Should that be included in my?
No, because your review's really for somebody else, so they might
Right.
not be close.
What
Right.
if you're thirsty and it's on a Thursday?
Oh, they're a bar on Thursday.
True.
Are they actually?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Insane.
No.
Insane.
Truly.
No.
Thursday, it's a bar. Evening.
No,
You
it's not. No,
Their
it's not.
sign switches to just it just
no,
says
it's
bar.
not, dude.
Yeah, it's like the sign
Truly.
is plastic, but underneath the plastic, there's like lights that say bar, so they can light it up and it shines.
On
through.
Thursday nights
No,
when it
it's
gets
not.
dark.
It
No, it is
I'm gonna
not.
find you a photo.
It is.
And
No
then on
way.
Thursday night, a bunch of drunk people are walking around. My roommate took my keys, and they're like,
Show 'em.
well, and then you can drive home.
I'm showing him.
That could be anywhere.
That-
It says
Yes.
lock and
It
security
says
right here.
limit.
Lock and security, and then bar above it.
I guess
That could
you
be
can
anywhere.
Google anything these days.
Open tonight and every Thursday, 4 to midnight.
Now you want to hear an now, Luke. You sitting there saying I give off a great first impression.
I don't
And I
think I
can-
said that.
Well, you were given the vibe, and I could I tell a story about a time that somebody, a stranger, to all of us, just insulted you. Did not.
I'm
care
into it. Hit me.
How you felt at all?
Oh,
I
are you talking
did
about
go-
in Portland?
I'm talking
Or-
about in Portland.
Poop dude?
What?
That user's name was Poop Dude.
Oh, I don't
That
know
wasn't
this.
him.
Or I'm not thinking of this. I'm not thinking of this.
That was Lewis.
I'm thinking
Oh, fair,
of
fair. I thought maybe you saw the post or something. Okay.
He's talking about Jim Dandies. I mean, he has to be.
Oh,
little
son of a.
establishment called Jim Dandy's.
I actually told Lewis this story at lunch today.
Well, fill in the blanks if I run.
Well, that's how legendary this story is.
I don't know it. I'm
Why?
excited.
Well,
I did go on a tour with these fellas, playing some drums, and gosh, I was having a great time. And we were famished. So we pull over, cute little diner, plastered in signs everywhere. Jim Dandy's, it's called. They got a sign on the door that says read this, and an arrow that points to another sign. And that's how you know this place is going to be good.
Oh yeah.
What the
We
other
going-
sign say?
I don't remember.
it said something about
No
like,
more than 2 or 3 people in the ordering area at a time,
Yeah.
or
and
something.
then another sign that said no more than 4 people at a table.
Okay, okay. This helps. Okay.
I
Just
knew
rules.
I knew exactly how long to hold down the lever on the toilet to make sure it
Yeah.
flushed.
Mhm.
Had a sign for that. We sit down, we take our order. Gosh, I tell you the truth, I don't remember what I ordered because it was uneventful. I ordered what I wanted, I got it. Jake, was there any problems with you?
Well, the only thing, ordering, no. I played a slot machine and won $80, and then they were mad
Whoa.
that they had to give me the money,
Wow.
and so she was yelling at the cook back there, is like, we're just gonna start writing checks. So
Oh, it was a
They
cash
love
flow
writing.
problem. Okay.
They love writing. So any opportunity.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anytime they can.
But I'll tell you who I do remember what they ordered. Luke. I remember what Luke ordered.
What do you order?
Double cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Amen. With
Simple.
fries.
They bring it out to him. Leave quickly, you know. Luke takes a look at it. This is a single.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a discussion, you know. I think, well, you know, what are you gonna do? Luke. Well, and I don't know what happened inside. I wasn't there. Luke, please.
So
If
the guy, and it's the cook that brings the meal out. Okay.
Okay.
It's not the woman that takes the order, and not the woman. And I got mine way later than everybody else's. I don't know why.
true.
It's not the woman, but she brought out everybody else's order. This guy brings out my order, and he goes, double cheeseburger with fries. He doesn't look around. He looks right at me. He plops it down in front of me. Cool. Now, mind you, little backstory. The night before, I'd gone out with a friend, sang some Disney karaoke, and was very intoxicated. So I was very hungover,
Yes.
which I don't like to do on tour a lot. Special occasion, seeing this buddy. So I'm kind of a defeated man. Like, I'm not well, right? Like, I'm not tip
I get
top.
that.
So I do kind of for a second think to myself, do I want to fight this battle? It's like, I need this protein. I got to have it.
Yeah, it's important.
I got to have it.
And
So-
we're talking smash burgers here.
Yum.
So missing out on a
Not
patty
huge.
is
It's a
a
lot.
big
Huge.
deal.
Yeah.
So I do get up.
He's a reasonable man. That's all I'm saying, you know.
He's a reasonable man.
I go in. I go up to the lady, and there's like a plate glass window, you know, that she's sliding your food to you, or taking your money. I go, hey, and she looks at me. She goes, oh, like she's like upset that I have suddenly reemerged, and she goes, oh, what's wrong? I go, oh, it's not a big deal. I ordered a double cheeseburger. There's just one patty on here, and she goes, oh. I don't know what happened. I was like, oh well, nothing huge. Just it's.
I know what happened.
I
and
can
she
tell you what
starts
happened.
flying through tickets, and she goes, oh, I don't know what. Everything got so mixed up. We're the only ones there.
We are the only ones in this restaurant.
Everything just got so mixed up, and I was like, it's not a big deal. And she looks at the cook, and he looks at her, and he goes, I told him it was a single. Or
No.
I screwed it up. I told him it was a double. This cook says, like as though that was a solve for the problem. I told him it was a double.
These are not the droids you're looking for, am I
And
right?
I was like, I said, it's not a big deal. If you could you don't have to make a new burger. Just cook another patty and throw it on there. We'll be good. And she goes, oh, we'll see what we can figure out. And she like reluctantly takes my food. And so I go outside and I'm about to tell everybody what's like how weird it was when all of a sudden the lady reemerges with my food. I mean, she's like right behind me. And she plops it down and she says, well, you ordered a double, but you're getting a single. And I go, what? And she goes, I don't know what happened. Everything was just so screwed up in there. And I was like, you couldn't, it's not a big, you couldn't just cook another patty and put it on. She goes, I don't know what happened, man. And I was just, I was so shocked. I didn't know what to do.
And she's like, I can give you $1.75 if.
Yeah.
Right?
She's gonna give me
like,
$1.75, and I was just like, it was too weird. And like I said, hungover, my brain couldn't do it. I was just like a shell of a human being because I think I might have walked back in there and talked to the cook about it. Like, hey man, could you just throw another patty on this? Like, I know that I'm taking a great risk by doing that, but like, could you?
And
Is that too much?
When he says plopped it down, that is true. I mean, I don't want to exaggerate here, but I'd say 2 inches off the table when she let go of that plate. There was an audible sound. I assume, right? Cook and woman must have really got into it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was bringing that out. And also, that Luke gives a bad first impression, and they were all just mad at him, I think.
Oh, yeah,
It
absolutely.
could also
for
be
sure.
that
When I
you
ordered,
didn't go back there and tell them that he was a reasonable man.
I did.
So they didn't know.
What's crazy too is like, so did he take their last patty? Like,
I've wondered about that. I have
Wow.
heard this story, by the way. I said at
Yeah.
the beginning that I don't think I had. I definitely heard this story.
Yeah.
It's a good
It was
story.
devastating. When we were in Portland, Jake and I were plotting how do we get the band to go back to Jim Dandy's, and the bit was going to be me going in. And I don't remember why we didn't. I think we just decided that's all the way over there, and like it's just like a half hour to go over there. But like I was going to go in and be like, "Hey guys, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
like I was in
Back
here and
to
I ordered
revenge.
a double cheeseburger, but I only got a single. Is there any way I could order a single and you just throw another patty on there for me? Would there be any?" And so we would just, it'd be a bit. And the only audience we have really is just you. We were just going to send it to you. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like, but we did not because we had to. Loading into that venue was particularly weird and stressful. So we just.
I would give Jim
Sorry.
Dandy's maybe a. This is hard for me. Because you're right, Jake. I go around saying, "Ooh, that Starbucks wasn't that good." 8 out of 10. I have been getting better with my movie reviews. I've been getting really harsh with my movie reviews. Ghostbusters, that new Ghostbusters, I hated it. I thought it was bad.
Okay.
I think
Wow.
I gave it a 1. I'll check my letterbox.
Wait, were the burgers good though?
I mean, nothing to write home about. I didn't
Okay.
send you a
Yeah.
I couldn't
Well,
tell.
hang
There
on, you
wasn't.
sent me a postcard
I
about
didn't.
that burger.
I
man.
didn't get enough meat flavor to tell you how good
Oh.
it was.
Yeah.
yeah.
If I had
I
about 100% more beef on it, I think I could tell you, but I just didn't have enough information available.
I
Yeah.
gave Ghostbusters Frozen Empire a 1.5 out of 5. And
Wow.
and I stand by it. I feel that that's the enjoyment I got out of that film. I'm gonna give Jim Dandy's. I give it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
not bad.
hang on. You gave that a 1.5 out of 5. Jim Dandy's gets a 4 out of 10.
Oh shit.
So hang on, you gave
Jim
the other
Dandy's
one a
was definitely
3
better than
out
the
of
movie.
10. So you like Jim Dandy's
Yes.
33% more.
Oh
Wow.
than you
yeah, for
liked.
sure. Yeah, I'd go to Jim
So-
Dandy's again.
But would you
Matt,
watch the
I have a
movie again?
question.
No, I would not watch the movie again. Yes, Jake.
Okay.
So because I agree with you. I think I remember us talking about movies very early on in the tour, and yeah, I it's hard for me to like really enjoy a movie. I see almost anything, so my
This guy sees a
palate is
lot of movies.
very wide ranging. but I'm very, very seldom do I like, man, that was really good. But so we talked about how like, I don't know, I just feel like when you go to the movies, you just kind of go in to have a good time anyway, and it's like, and you were talking about how, you know, I don't remember what Marvel movies were out at the time, but you're like, yeah, they're pretty good, or whatever. And I'm like, I don't, blah, blah, blah. So it's interesting. Why would you say that you've changed? Not saying that you actually weren't enjoying them then, you know what I mean? But like,
Right.
why do you find yourself like on real, you're talking about real spoilers, right? Like, why do you find yourself being more apt to say that you didn't enjoy yourself as opposed to like being like, oh, it was okay, like.
Well, I've been watching more films recently. I think that has something
You have
to do
Movie
with it.
Pass?
No, I don't.
You just pay to go to the movies?
I pay to go to the movies. It comes in spurts, I'll see a bunch of movies at once, and
Same, bro.
so I don't know. That's spurts.
I
Thick.
come in
Turns
spurts.
thick after 30. Yeah, I don't know, because actually, for real spoilers, that podcast, I was on there. I was watching all phase 1 of the MCU, which I would have said was all pretty okay. And this time I watched it, and I thought this is all mediocre, which I guess means okay. Maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe that's it. And you're right. 6 out of 10 is okay. And we need to embrace the rating of okay, and that things
Mid
are
doesn't mean bad. Something being mid is okay.
Which is upsetting to me that mid started as a phrase to mean mid, and then now even
it's definitely a slight,
slang mid means bad. Like when I say me like these is mid, I mean that as like a compliment. Like
Right.
Like 6 out of 10.
It's the same trajectory that mediocre had. I bet mediocre did the same thing.
Yeah.
Mediocre was supposed to be like, no, it was mediocre. It was cool. But then
I meant
mediocre
like
clarinet player
with their last drummer.
Oh, right, of course.
Sam. No, me. I talk about me. How's Ben? How's he doing?
This is good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good up there. Shit, man.
He's
Pete,
out.
though.
I know. Well, no Jake anymore. What do you guys want to talk about Jake while he's gone? Like, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah, what's
He's
his
too into
deal?
those coffee.
Oh,
people.
yeah.
Let
Oh,
me
good.
out.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
no.
back. He's
Oh,
back.
yeah.
He's back.
Oh, he's got his AirPods in too. He heard everything. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
This
Wow.
guy loves that. This guy loves Apple because he has the
loves
products.
Apple.
That means he loves them.
He
Not
must
just
love
that
them
it
because,
makes sense to stay within a family of.
like, once you already have the phone, and if you need a tablet, you might as well get the. Like, it just all makes sense. No, he
Make a
must be a
match.
big
Does.
fanboy and love
Guy
it all.
Loves freaking Apple. Yeah, Dylan got an iPhone now. How about that? Blue
Check
text.
that out right there. Boom.
We're
There it
blue
is.
text now.
Freaking finally.
Cool.
First one ever.
My God. Stop flaunting, dude. Seriously. Stop it.
Jake made fireworks. Go
With
off.
his thumbs.
Luke
I
can't do it.
Can you
also-
imagine such a thing?
No.
Luke's got weird thumbs or something. AI's good, but
normal.
it can't tell
They're
that
normal.
those are thumbs.
Nope.
Well, you guys got a new single out or something?
Yeah, do you?
Newish. How long has it been out? 2 months?
That's new.
Three?
new. That's
three,
new.
2.5 months?
That's new in 2024. The 60s,
Yeah.
old as hell.
Yeah. We have a song
it-
out called Stay Safe.
Is it any good?
Yeah.
What is it out of 10?
7.8 out of 10.
Okay, bye.